You're not going to believe what just happened at this McDonald's. It was an ordinary afternoon for customers at a downtown McDonald's. People were enjoying their Big Macs, fries were sizzling in the back, and the scent of fresh coffee filled the air. Then the automatic doors opened, and in walked Donald Trump, accompanied by a couple of aides. The room went quiet for a second. No one expected to see a former president casually stepping into their local McDonald's. Some customers quickly grabbed their phones, others whispered to each other, but one person in particular had a plan: the store manager. The manager, a young woman with a bright smile, didn't waste time. She walked up to Trump, greeted him politely, and then, without saying much, slipped a folded note into his hand. The move was quick but deliberate. People nearby noticed, and a ripple of curiosity spread through the restaurant. Why hand him a note? Was it a message of support, a personal request, or something far more surprising? Trump, known for reading the room instantly, looked at the note with a half smile, then slowly unfolded it while the manager stood by, watching his reaction. As his eyes scanned the short message, his expression shifted. First, a look of surprise, brows slightly raised. Then a faint chuckle escaped. Finally, he looked up at the manager, still smiling, and said something that only those close by could hear. The manager nodded, looking both relieved and excited. This small exchange, just a few seconds long, became the highlight of the day for everyone in that McDonald's. Customers whispered and speculated. Was it political, personal, a secret message? Whatever it was, it clearly struck a chord with him. While we'll never know every exact word, an employee later hinted that the note wasn't political at all. It was personal. The manager had grown up in a struggling family, working multiple jobs to support herself through school. In the note, she thanked Trump for policies she believed had given her and her family a chance to get ahead. She shared a brief but heartfelt story of how her life had changed and how working at McDonald's was a stepping stone to her bigger dreams. Trump's reaction? A handshake, a few words of encouragement, and, according to witnesses, a promise to remember her story. The encounter lasted no more than 5 minutes, but for everyone who saw it, it was unforgettable. Some walked away inspired, others impressed by the courage it took to hand over that note. For the manager, it was more than just meeting a famous figure. It was about making sure her story was heard by someone with influence. And for Trump, it was a reminder that behind every handshake and photo, there's a real person with a real story. In a world full of noise, sometimes all it takes is a quiet moment and a few handwritten words to make a lasting impression.